no questions. Did I get that right?
Something like that.
All right. Thank you, Donald. Hello, my name is Nishal, and I'm the chair of the program committee. The program committee is, for those of you that sat through the opening session with Donald, the Welcome to Zanog, we're responsible for putting together the content that you're listening to. So looking out for interesting speakers, finding talks, making sure that the things that are being presented to you are presented to you from a neutral perspective and not particularly favoring a technology or a vendor or something like that. I want to debunk a rumor. I am human. At least I am, last I checked. I was born not far from here, actually, in Verulam, a long, long, long time ago when it was still a sugarcane village. And the other people on the program committee are also humans. And we get tired very easily, especially if you're getting old, like the other people are, not me. So I'm here as a plea for you to say, please step up. If you think you'd like to be involved in Zanog next year and the mini Zanog events that happen, we're looking for new volunteers. I say volunteers, and I'll say it again, volunteers, because you don't get paid for this, to be part of the program committee, to help us find interesting people. And we've got some fantastic folks still coming up. I hope you've enjoyed the morning session. I love the optical stuff. That's why I like to start with it. So you get subject to my opinions. I'm a bit of a dictator. But if you're on the program committee, you get a say in what comes in early next year, right? So this is your opportunity to help us make the program better. And we'd really like to see new blood, okay? So that's one, we want to see you on the program committee. Two, we also want more speakers. It's really, really boring having to listen to the same people all the time, which is why you don't see me on stage, for example, anymore. And I used to do this a long time ago. We want to see you come up and talk. And for those people that are worried and you're nervous and you're thinking, I don't really have interesting content or I don't have a lot of stuff to talk about, a fantastic way to do that is to do a lightning talk. So I'm going to show you what a lightning talk is in the spirit of you seeing how easy it is to do this. You are allowed to ask questions, just not too many. And hopefully, for this conference, you can still contact us. You can email pc@nog.net.za, and we'll happily look at your content and see if it cuts it for a lightning talk. Or you can submit a lightning talk at the next Zanog event. So, take a step back, do the face. Hello. My name is Nishal, and I work at Packet Clearinghouse. My lightning talk today is on the Quad 9 Globe of Wonder. Now, some of you may have heard of Quad 9 before. You probably know that it is the world's earliest and first, and probably the best, DNS system that works at blocking malware and maintaining end-user privacy. I'm very pleased to say that Durban, EdgeConnect, was one of the beta testers for Quad 9 way back in 2017. So for the EdgeConnect people here, thank you very much for giving us your trust. I'm here today to show you something really cool about Quad 9, not just me. So if you look at the map, right, that's roughly a map of the world. I think we're going through the Pacific at this point. And what you're seeing on the map is a dot or a blip that corresponds to a live, they say blocking, I like to say protection event. It is every block you see on the map is either 1, 20, or 100 protection events that Quad 9 has done in DNS. That's happening in about I think it's about a minute spaced out. So it's pretty close to real time, right? And that's across the world. So if we can spin it so we don't see the black Pacific Ocean and maybe look at South Africa, you'll be able to see that wherever there's a block, it's something wherever there's a dot, it's a block that's happened in DNS, something that's been protected. South Africa and Africa don't look as lit up, for example, as Europe. So if I could ask him to scroll up to Europe, you'll see that Europe's really lighting up, right? Because the density of internet users in Europe is obviously much larger. The usage of Quad 9 is much larger. If you think Europe's exciting, we can go across to Brazil, which is still early morning for them, so I'm not sure how they're going to be, but you can see that Brazil is also lighting up. You might think that's cute, right? But what are you talking about? Why are you here showing us pictures? Number one, I wanted a lightning talk, and this seemed like a good thing to do. But number two, the thing that you and I think at basic level is that this is just a block in DNS. And that's cool, right? We all agree that that's cool and we've moved on with our lives. But it isn't just a block in DNS. Because today, the largest forms of malware that are distributed are not distributed for fun. It's no longer a bored techie that's sitting in some cold country, where he can't go out during the day and he's grumpy and he makes malware and distributes across the internet. That game is over. Today, malware that's being distributed is largely coming from organized crime. So what you're seeing is actually, this is why I call it a protection event. That is a crime that is being stopped somewhere in the world. I don't know if the South African police are in this room. I hope there's one or two representatives, but that's crime being stopped right there. And that's why it excites me. That's my 3-minute lightning talk for today. If there's questions, I'm happy to take them. Otherwise, you're welcome to come and chat to me in the corridor. Thank you very much. There's a question. We did say they're limited questions.
Thank you, Nishal. My name is Yazid. I work for ICANN. Thanks for your lightning talk. My question is to know if Quite9 publishes this data on maybe daily basis or how?
Thank you.
And do you classify also if the data is published?
So the thing that's exciting about this is the first time this is public. The map that you're seeing here, the Quad9 Globe of Wonder, this is the first time that it's being seen by the public. So congratulations, Zanog 25 Durban. You're the first ones that see this. The plan is eventually to make this public. So there will be a public curated view. I can do much more. This is a lightning talk. I can scroll down to show you by ASN, by country, et cetera, et cetera. This is a lightning talk, so I'm not going to do it here. Eventually it will be public, yes.
Excellent. And since we are talking about DNS, is there a plan to publish by, let's say, profile, phishing and malware, etc., etc.? Or it will just be a global?
I don't think the intent is to be able to publish by phishing or malware. We can certainly say what types of malware. So, bot A or bot B or bot C, we can identify the type of malware that's being blocked. And again, I can show that here if I had the time. Whether that level of detail will be publicly available, I'm not sure. It's still a debate, but it's certainly possible to do.
Thank you. I'm seeing a type of cross-connect with another lightning talk that I'm going to do tomorrow.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think Donald is coming to stage to give you any last housekeeping news. But other than that, please remember what I asked you to do. Step up, volunteer. The NOG doesn't work without you. We're all volunteers as we're trying to make it better. Enjoy the rest of the event, and let me hand you over to Donald. Thank you.